Hi guys, welcome to Socialpost. I'm your Chanakya. So nowadays the students, those who are preparing for the IIT, JEE and NEET, especially for that exams, the mental state also is very important, the time management, everything is important. So to all these aspects, how we have to prepare the exam. So one of the expert, those who are in front of me, is going to give an tips for the, especially for the students, for all these aspects. So let's welcome. His name is Sharat Chandra. He's from the Vision IIT NEET Academy and head of the Department of Chemistry. So I'll ask the tips. Hi, Sharat garu.
Hi, sir.
By your words, I got to know you are a smart study. Yeah, okay. And coming to your other students, those who are preparing for the examinations also. So ideally, for how many hours they have to study?
Minimum to minimum 1 hour per subject is must and should. Suppose
if you say like that, everyone will go with then only 1 hour. Sir said only
Sir,
1
no.
hour.
no, per subject.
Per
So
subject.
per maths, he need to spend at least 1 hour.
Yeah, okay.
For physics, at least 1 hour. And chemistry, 1 hour. So already he is spending a lot of time in the institute itself. From morning 8 to 6, he will be there in the institute. He is spending a lot of the time, like nearly 10 hours he is spending in the institute itself. Still, if you ask him to spend 6 hours or 7 hours, when he will speak, when he will sleep, or when will he eat? So no such thing as preparing for long durations. The minimum ideal time which you need to give is 1 hour definitely for each subject, because if you see the real exam also, JEE mains is for 3 hours.
Right.
Advanced paper 1 is for 3 hours. You have 3 different subjects: maths, physics, chemistry. They want to test, or they want to test questions in 1 hour duration. Are you able to solve these questions or not?
Yeah.
So you need to see yourself, you need to check yourself within this 1 hour, how many questions are you able to do. It is okay, even if you are able to solve only 5 questions, it is okay, because it is starting of the time. When you learn concepts, when during the time of practice, the thing which you will build is conceptual clarity will build. Okay. With this, you'll get self-confidence. Once the self-confidence builds, doing questions is next level. So like you'll be doing 10 questions. So JEE Advanced is very beautiful exam. Like if you attempt half of the paper, you'll get below 1000 rank. Just half of the paper, which no other exam. If you attempt an IP exam with half of the marks you'll get only 50%. Not even sure about that. Okay. But JEE Advanced is such an exam. Like even if you attempt half of the paper, you'll be one of the topmost rankers.
Wow.
Because time itself is very much limited for the exam. Within, they'll filter in such a way, if you know the concept, you'll think that you know the question, but actually not. You'll be wasting much of your time on one question. You'll be filtered there itself. So you should have certain strategies such a way, which question to answer, which chapter to answer, how to answer, so that you can maximize your marks in which the areas you are stronger in.
Okay. Is a mock test is a success mantra for these competitive exams?
Definitely. See, solving only PYQs might help you to up till certain extent where you can know the strategy for the exam, how they are asking. But practicing PYQs will tell you so many things. You will get so many concepts. Suppose if you are not able to do a question, PYQ, suppose you are not able to do a question, you will think like this concept I am lacking, you will revise it. But when you write mock tests are the real exams. You are facing new type of questions now. You sit for 3 hours, you will write a mock test. When you write mock test, you need to face the same kind of exam just like 2 to 3 months after this. Like when you face this, the tension which you feel during that exam, the same kind of tension you should be able to feel during this mock test itself. So you'll get used to this atmosphere.
Okay.
You should be writing an exam in such a way. For every mock test, you revise something. The portions which you are doubtful of, the portions which you think you need to have more clarity, the portions which you feel some revision is required. Then write a mock test. How mock test will help you is, even after completing your portions, still you might not be able to solve the whole paper. So this mock test will help you to analyze still where are you are weak in. These topics, these analysis will help you to revise for the next mock test. So next mock test when you write it, still again you'll do mistakes. So those topics you'll be revising it again. Revision does not mean taking all the books. Suppose I have maths like 10 books, I have physics 10 books, chemistry 10 books. Revising all these 30 books before an exam is really impossible.
Yeah.
So what you can do is, you're already confident on some topics. Still you're making some mistakes. So when you write a mock test, you take out your paper. You analyze, okay, this is a concept I'm doing a mistake. So revise all the mistake topics, revise all the topics where you are lacking on. So revise those topics. Next mock test when you write it, again you'll have some new concepts or new topics which you need. So while doing this itself, you are doing multiple revisions of the concepts which you are lacking in. So this is the way in which you can strategize yourself and become stronger in those concepts.
Okay.
When you write like 10, 15 mock tests, you'll get used to it and you already have done so many revisions. So this is one of the smart way of having a revision. Instead of revising the whole textbook, instead of revising the whole book, you can strategize yourself where you are weak, concentrate on it, become stronger on it. That's all.
What should be the strategy before while preparing the exam before the 3 to 6 months?
Okay. So if you are aware that exam is in 6 months, you need to be aware like you should be having short notes ready for quick revisions. So you need to have some bullet points. You need to have a quick revision on some concepts. You can't revise the whole book or whole textbook every time when you already know what are important, what you need to revise. These short notes will help you for a quick revision. Now when you are reaching nearer to the exam, like if you have only 4 months or 3 months left for the exam, don't solve the questions which you don't have solutions for.
Okay.
Only solve the questions. Like do some tough solved examples, do some PYQs, write mock tests only which you have solutions for. Why I am stressing on this point is, many students will think like they are aware of the concepts, they want to write more number of questions, they want to expose to more number of model questions. Suppose if they get used to it, they start practicing this question, they don't know what to do, how to solve the question, but they have only answer with them, without solutions. So they won't have clarity on that question. So how to build, they lose confidence during this time because exam is just 2 months or 3 months nearer. They'll think like this concept I know, but I'm not able to do it. So how to overcome this? Do as many as solved examples as possible, which you already have the solution. Suppose if you are not able to see it, you can go through whether your thought process and the solution thought process is matching to it. This will help you to build conceptual clarity and also this will help you to build confidence.
Okay.
Doing PYQs is a way in which they'll already tell you like this is the pattern which we are following. This is the way in which IIT JEE doesn't follow every year, it changes. But you'll get used to this, like there are negative questions, we need not attempt these questions. You'll plan yourself like these are the questions I should not be, or these are the concepts I should be very aware of while attempting these questions. Now do practice every question which is given in the notes. These are the only things which are very much necessary just before 3 to 4 months of an exam.
Okay.
If you start solving any tough questions, it is not like a competition for you to solve a tough question. It is a thing which you need to understand. You should have more conceptual clarity. Definitely you will be facing a new question only every year. So when you have good conceptual knowledge and you have self-confidence, answering the question during exam pattern doesn't seem very difficult to you. So always practice as much as PYQs. Do only solved questions which are there. Don't go for different materials, different tough questions. Be aware like, suppose if you are stronger in one topic, revise them as much as possible.
Okay.
Make your subject more stronger. Suppose if you are weaker in an area, don't concentrate on those weaker areas now, because bringing your weaker areas to average and during an exam again this average question you might not attempt it. If you are average in some concepts, make them easier. Do revisions as much as possible. Do as many questions as possible on that concept, so that you will be maximizing your. See, suppose some students, like one of my friend is very strong in maths. Like he used to do all the questions in 3 hours. He used to dedicate 1.5 hours to the maths itself. Okay. So it doesn't mean he is weaker in physics or chemistry. What he used to do is he understood like, if I don't strategize myself, 3 subjects I should be scoring. So if I don't score in any of the subject, if I won't cross the cutoff, he understood like if I don't cross the cutoff, he won't be qualified for the exam. So what he used to do, he used to dedicate 1 or 2 hours for the maths and chemistry 1 hour, physics 1 hour he used to dedicate. In the main exam what he has done is, paper is for 360 marks. Right. So he got 35 marks in chemistry. He got 30 marks in physics, but he got 100 marks in maths. So he has made his subject stronger. He know like this is the area which I can maximize my score. He got 170 marks nearly. Okay. So he got a very good rank. Out of like 360, if you get 150 plus, you'll get a very good rank. So he has used his strong subject to score as much as possible. He didn't let these weaker areas to lose his marks. Right. He already understood that these are the areas I need to concentrate. He practiced on it. It doesn't stop him there to crack the exam. So you also need to understand, some students are weaker in physics, some students are weaker in chemistry, but they are stronger in at least one subject. So they should maximize their score as much as possible in this stronger areas. It need not be same like he is weaker in chemistry means he is weaker in all the topics. Yeah, right. He will be stronger in some of the topics. He need to score or maximize his score in these topics. Yeah. So these are the strategies you need to follow while writing mock test. Just before the exam, he need to revise as much as possible in a very smart way.
Okay.
Writing mock test, these all things will help him to learn this.
How should parents to support to their kids, especially while preparing the exam, instead of keeping any pressure on them?
Very good question, which generally many parents also will ask, but like what they should do from their part to for their kids to crack the exam.
Especially those who are preparing for the IIT and NEET exams, their parents, especially, my son or daughter, they are going to become a doctor or engineer. They're keeping an unnecessary pressure on their heads.
Yes.
So instead of that, especially the parents, how they should behave with their kids.
First is they need to remove distraction as much as they can in the home. Okay, 2 things they need to do. For these 2 years, at least they should do some sacrifices in order for their kid to achieve something which they want to achieve. Like suppose cracking an exam is his goal. They should be supporting him in a friendly way. What they can do is avoid distractions, avoid TV or like any kind of stuff which distracts student from their studies. They should decrease as much as possible in the home itself. And next thing, when he comes to his room, there should be a study atmosphere in such a way, like his study table or study things should be different compared to his whatever private things he has, like sleeping should be apart from where he is studying. This area should be very much exam friendly. Because when he write a real exam, he'll have a lot of stress feeling for the exam itself. So when he write mock test, where will he write? Number of students write the mock test from the home itself. Some of the students will be writing from the institute. So when they write from the home, what kind of atmosphere should be provided to them? The same kind of exam environment should be provided to them. So how can they do it? There should not be any nuisance around it. The room should be closed or everything should be in a friendly, so that he should not be distracted for the 3 hours when he is writing an exam. So if they do these 2 basic things, instead of putting pressure on them like you should be cracking this, your friend is getting more marks, why you are not getting more marks, so these are the things they should be avoiding. They can say like it's not a problem, you can do it again. They can encourage them. They can, instead of putting pressure, they can encourage them. They can decrease the distractions as much as possible, and they can help them to create a study environment in the room itself. So these 3 things if they do, student will be doing it in a stress free environment itself.
What are the common habits following by the toppers constantly?
Toppers constantly, if you say, they also see every student, if you take, suppose if you take top 10 rankers itself, every student will say most of the time he'll be having some hobbies. Suppose if he is reading for 6 hours continuously, lot of stress has been created on him. Like he is reading continuously for 6 hours. Where will he release this stress? He'll have some particular hobbies, like playing TT, playing badminton. So everyone has some separate hobbies. It's not like playing PlayStation or playing some video game doesn't help it. I'm just saying have some physical exercises so that you can release stress from your body.
Okay.
And along with this, doing or learning the same concept which you have learned today on the same day itself will help you to regularize yourself. You should be motivated, you should be disciplined, and consistency is the main key.
Okay.
If you have a feeling that I don't want to read or study today, at least make a habit, you study at least 1 hour for that day. If you make this consistent, your body will get used to it. Like you will be reading, at least if you have many distractions also, for 1 hour or 2 hours, slowly this time will increase.
Okay.
If you get used to seeing phone for continuously 2 hours, you can also get used to reading for 1 hour at least. If people are able to watch if student is able to concentrate on a movie for 3 to 4 hours, he can concentrate on a subject on a particular day. He can get used to himself for watching movie for 3 to 4 hours. He can get used to practicing for 1 hour daily. This consistency is the main key. I am not saying like toppers doesn't watch movies or doesn't play anything. Along with their study, they also have some things as hobbies to release their stresses.
Okay.
So you should also have, it doesn't mean like you need to leave everything and study only for 2 years continuously without concentrating on anything. You have your own habits for releasing stresses, and also make consistency in your plan.
Okay.
Like practicing at least 1 hour per day. If you are not having a mood to study today, practice at least 1 to 1.5 hour per day. You make used to it. If you do something for 2 to 3 weeks continuously, you get used to it. Okay. So studying doesn't become very hard for you. Reading textbook is one of the key. Nowadays everyone is reading in the digital gadgets or they are reading on the laptops. Reading textbook is a key which will make them more concentrated on the books. They'll get used to these kind of things.
Okay.
So these are important for students concentrating on the exams along with.
So finally, I got consistency is the key of the success to the
Consistency.
students who are preparing for the competitive exams, right? And thank you so much for your tips. It will be very helpful to the students also. Thank you.
Thank you.